I know the title of this video said new project. If I'm being honest, that's not strictly true. But this project and this bike is new to this channel. What we're looking at is a 1975 Honda CB750K, and it's not just any CB750K. This was my first motorcycle, and it's a bike that I've worked on a lot over the years, and it finally came time to bring it from my hometown back north of Atlanta out here to Colorado and give it a major overhaul. I've gotten sidetracked by quite a few other projects, but this winter's project is going to be putting this bike back on the road. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what you can expect to see, because I want to film as much of this process as I can, and then of course when the bike is back together, I'm going to make videos about it as well. So that is really what's going to be coming up. As you can see, the motor is out of it because we're doing a full engine rebuild on this bike. And for the rest of the bike, this is something that I started working on and modifying in high school, and then made some other changes to it afterward when I was just out of college and started working at TFL. So it's got still a Honda fuel tank, but we've got an aftermarket seat here. It's still pretty comfortable, pretty usable, but a little different. And then otherwise, it's just kind of stripped down and simplified. Right now, it's a little too stripped down and simplified because of that big open space right there in the middle where there should be a motor. Now, there's going to be a couple big things that are going to go on with this bike that I'm going to film and document this winter as this project gets underway. For one, since we've got the engine out, we're doing a full rebuild on the motor, I want to go through and do wheels and suspension and brakes as well. From the factory, the rear brake on this bike is a drum on the K models. So, you know, it's not the most modern technology, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with the drum brake in the rear. However, I am going to a different rear wheel, and it's not that difficult to do a disc brake conversion. So I'm planning to do a disc back there. For really the bigger piece of work that's going to go on is replacing these forks and these front brakes and this front wheel. Right now, the wheel tire setup is very staggered. It's a 16 in the rear and pretty fat, and it's a skinny 19 in the front, which doesn't look terrible, but I kind of want to go to two 18-inch wheels. I thought about doing two 17s. The only thing with the 17s is on these bikes, I feel like it looks a little too modern, a little too squatted down and fat, and if I really want to make the best possible handling motorcycle, I'd probably pick something more modern. So I still want this to look a little bit more period, a little more retro. I think the 18s are going to fit the style of this very well, but it'll give me a more similar wheel tire setup front and back, not quite as staggered, still going to be a little fatter on the rear, but that's going to be the wheel tire setup on the front. And then this whole front end is going to be replaced because these forks, these original forks, have quite a bit of flex in them. It's not easy to find. Or it's not difficult to find, rather. There's a lot of flex in these fork tubes. And these front brakes, this front brake in particular that's fitted to each side of this bike, is not a very good front brake. They lock up if you let the bike sit for any period of time. I've never really trusted these front brakes because they've never performed very well. So I want to go ahead and replace those components. And I actually have some of those parts here already. So a few things have showed up. Let's see if I can excavate some of these out of the box. There we go. So, nice, fancy, new to me, but previously used stuff. So these are forks from a CBR600RR that I found for a pretty good deal, and they come with brakes, they come with hand controls, they come with the triple tree, they come with just about everything that would have been on these forks originally. Not a front wheel, because I'm doing a custom front wheel. And the wheels that I'm doing on the CB, even though they're going to be set up to fit these modern forks, and set up to run a disc brake on the rear, the wheels are going to be laced like the existing wheels. So that's all gonna be pretty cool stuff. So yeah, buried in here, there's all the bits, for the most part, that go to the stock front end from a CBR 600 RR. But what I have ordered are the parts to adapt that front end to this bike. I found a website, not sponsored, it would be cool if it was because they've got a lot of nice parts and they're not cheap, but there's a company called Cognito Moto that makes a lot of the parts that you need to swap over a modern front end onto this bike. So I ordered a lot of those parts to adapt the triple tree to this frame, and it comes with the bearings and everything, and then a triple tree that's going to have a handlebar clamp as well, so that I don't have to run clip-ons, because I still want to keep a little bit more of a casual riding position on this bike. So a lot of those parts are on their way, and I think what I'm going to do as well, you guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments below, but I think it'll be pretty neat. So some of you may have seen a video I did with my dad and a motorcycle of his, a Honda Goldwing. It's the most popular video we've done on this bike channel. And he built that bike, did all the fab work, but he did all his own paint work. Now, I've got a decent shop and a decent set of tools, but I don't have a paint booth. So I think I'm gonna send him this tank so that he can respray this tank in his actual booth, probably stick to a pretty similar color. And then with the wheels that I have coming in, what I'm gonna do, or what I'm planning to do at least, is have the outer rim of the wheel paint matched to the tank. And then I think I'm just gonna do a regular black wall tire, because having that outer rim paint matched is going to give some contrast there on the wheel. So that's kind of the plan for the wheels and tires. And then with the motor, there's a whole lot going on. So right now, my good friend Andy and I, who's been on the channel a bunch, we've got the motor completely pulled apart. All of the machine work is done, and we're gonna do some little upgrades to the motor. All of that is gonna be filmed. We've done a similar kind of video series in the past, but on a slightly smaller scale, literally, because we filmed putting together this CT70. Now, there's actually a lot of similarities with this CT70 engine and the way that it's engineered and constructed. The way that Andy puts it is the CB750 motor is just like 4 of these CT70 motors side by side and then sized up, because it's obviously a much bigger engine, bigger displacement. So we're gonna rebuild the motor and put that CB together in a similar style as to what we did with the CT70. So if you want to see a video of what that looks like, definitely check out the video we did putting together this CT70, because that bike video was a ton of fun, and that's just a really cool little motorcycle. That is exactly what we're gonna do with this as we start to assemble it, get it running again, and get it riding. So a rebuilt motor that's got some upgrades in it, plus a more modern suspension setup. Eventually, I am gonna do a nicer set of rear shocks as well, and I might even end up doing some bracing in the chassis, additional bracing in the chassis at some point. Maybe look into seeing if I can get a slightly stiffer swing arm. From some of the reading I've done, people actually say that these swing arms are decent. So I've yet to find an upgraded swing arm that is definitively a better option than this, with maybe some extra bracing on this swing arm. So let me know in the comments below if any of you are aware of a swing arm that might stiffen things up in here a little bit, because I want to make this a decent handling bike, but I also don't want to abandon all of the look and style of this motorcycle. But there's going to be a ton going on with this motorcycle over the winter, and we're going to be filming it all. So we've got that to look forward to. I'm really looking forward to it because I've had this bike for such a long time, and I've spent a lot more time working on it than I have riding it, and I want to ride it, especially when it goes together the way that we're envisioning and working toward. It's going to be really cool. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any recommendations for things that maybe you guys think would be good additions to this setup. And I also want to say a quick thanks to Scott and the team over at Rider Justice. If ever you're in an incident, either on 2 wheels or 4, and you need legal representation, then call Scott first. And you can check them out using the link below. That's all for this video, and we'll see you next time.